Ghosts, aliens, and time travelers can be found in fiction novels and conspiracy theory sites. Additionally, many mysterious and unexplained photos can also be found for some intriguing sites. Here's a list of 32 unexplained photos that will leave you pondering. 1. Aliens UFOs give mystery burns. On May 20, 1967, Stephen Michalak claimed to have seen 2 UFOs land close to him near his Falcon Lake home in Manitoba, Canada. According to his account, he tried to communicate with them, but their UFOs took off, and the hot air from one of their vents gave him the bizarre burns. 2. The ghost of a healer. Peter Berthelot took this photo in 1975 in Worstead Church, Norfolk, England. He took his wife's, Diane, photo when she was sitting in the pew. However, after the picture was developed, there was a ghost sitting behind Diane. According to a local vicar, this is a ghost of a healer who haunts the church. 3. Cell phones during Charlie Chaplin's time. In one of the archived footages of Charlie Chaplin's movie, The Circus, it is found that a woman is walking with a cell phone. Remember that this was in 1928 where cell phones weren't yet invented. 4. Ghost at the kitchen table. This photo was taken in Texas of 4 members of the Cooper family in their new home. However, after the photo was developed, there was a human, ghost, body that was hanging from the ceiling towards the kitchen table. 5. UFOs in a painting of Virgin Mary. There is a painting of Virgin Mary which has a small black smudge in the sky behind her. According to some conspiracy theorists, this black smudge is a UFO. 6. Glowing ghost of Jesus's mother. Over a period of 2 years, from 1968, several people managed to photograph a glowing ghost of what looked like the Virgin Mary. She appeared in random places and became known as Our Lady of Zytown. 7. Time traveler with a mobile phone. In 1938, a newsreel was filmed at a Massachusetts factory. A still of the newsreel shows a woman holding what looks to be a mobile phone to her right ear. 8. Magic Spaceman. A spaceman seemed to have been looking over towards Jim Templeton and his daughter as he took this photo. Of course, the man in the spacesuit was only noticed after the photo was developed. 9. The Candyman's unknown victim. Dean Corll was a serial killer that was known as the Candyman who abducted, raped, tortured, and killed 28 boys between 1970 and 1973. 2012. After 40 years, one of Corll's accomplices had a photo of a young handcuffed boy on his person. When the police found the photo, they realized to their horror that the boy was not one of the known 28 victims of the Candyman. 10. Failed escape of Elisa Lam. In 2013, the body of Elisa Lam was fished out of the water tank of the Cecil Hotel in LA. The CCTV footage shows that she is trying to hide from someone in the elevator and trying to close the doors to escape hurriedly. The mystery is that she was found in the water tank on the hotel roof, which is 13 feet high and completely sealed. 11. The Tank Man. The Tank Man is probably one of the most well-known persons in the world, even when no one ever found out his name. The unknown man stepped forward to block a tank during a military parade in Tiananmen Square. This photo is one of the most iconic photos of all time. 12. Ghost Thumb. This photo shows 4 boys posing for a group shot. But there seems to be an extra ghost fist coming out of the boy on the right. 13. The Faces in the Sea. In 1924, the SS Watertown was on a voyage when 2 sailors went overboard into the sea. They were presumed to be dead shortly after that. However, later that day, their faces could be seen floating on the surface of the water. 14. The Babushka Lady. Everyone who had filmed the assassination of JFK was tracked down to find the assassin's location and identity. However, the FBI failed to find this woman who disappeared without a trace after the incident. 15. The Naga Lights. This photo was taken on a full moon night over the Mekong River in Vietnam. It shows red lights shooting out of the water. These lights disappeared hundreds of feet in the air. Even today, no one knows the reason for these mysterious lights to have appeared over the Mekong River. 16. Flying object hidden beneath the Hessdalen lights. A 30-second exposure photo of the Hessdalen lights provided Professor Bjorn Hoge with a startling discovery. According to his report, he saw an object made from steel, silicon, titanium, and scandium floating in the sky beneath the Hessdalen lights. 17. Mystery Hand. The source of the photo is unclear, but the extra hand on one woman's shoulder couldn't be more evident. but it's clear that the hand doesn't belong to anyone in the photo. 18. Time Traveler in 1941. This photo was taken in Canada at the South Forks Bridge reopening in 1941. It looks this young man is wearing sunglasses and holding a modern camera. 19. Huge sea serpent in Australia. French photographer Robert Serrac took this photo in 1964 off the coast of Queensland, Australia. While it's not very clear, it seems like a huge sea serpent to me. 20. 9/11 survivor. These photos of the South Tower during the 9/11 attacks shows a woman, Edna Clinton, standing at the edge of the hole. The mystery is that no one knows how she could have survived the plane crash and how she was able to make it out of the building safely. 21. Finding Pixies during a morning walk. This photo was taken by a Welsh photographer when he was taking a morning walk. After looking at the photo, he found that there were several small, winged creatures like pixies in the image. 22. He's still among us. Freddie Jackson was an airplane mechanic that fixed propellers. However, one afternoon he ended up being tragically killed in a workplace accident. A few days later, when his squadron took a group photo, the developed picture found Jackson peeking from behind another soldier. 23. Black Knight satellite. This photo was taken during an American space shuttle mission in 1998. It appears that this is a mysterious dark object that has been circling around Earth with no knowledge of its purpose. Some experts suggest that it's been in our orbit for over 13,000 years. 24. Haunted church. This photo shows a transparent figure with a cowl standing in the Newby Church in North Yorkshire, England. According to Reverend K.F. Lord, who took the photo, there was no one else in the church at the time. 25. Pyramids on the moon. In one of the photos taken during the 1972 Apollo 17 mission, there appears to be a triangular, pyramid-shaped structure on the moon. However, according to the NASA archives, this photo is considered a blank with no explanation provided to any further questions. 26. The frozen horses. In this photo, there seem to be several horses that seem to have frozen to death in the snow. According to the experts, it seems that the horses may have died suddenly and without warning. 27. Mystery skunk ape. A woman in Sarasota County, Florida, took a photo of a mysterious creature in 2000 and sent it to the local sheriff's department. According to her report, she thought that it was a mysterious skunk ape, but no one was able to confirm this story. 28. Alien spaceship over LA. His photo was taken in LA during a rumored enemy attack in the February of 1942. The searchlights and anti-aircraft artillery barrage went on for the whole night and was later known as the Battle of Los Angeles. However, looking at the photo, it seems that there is an alien spaceship hovering over LA instead. 29. Ghost of Grandpa Russel. In 1997, the Russel family visited their grandmother at her house. They decided to take a photo of her and had it developed. To their surprise, it also showed their grandfather in the background as well. But it had already been 3 years since he had died. 30. Mystery child under the tree. This photo was taken in the early 1940s in England of a tree in a foggy morning. However, when the photo was developed, it had an image of a child that hadn't been around at the time of the photo. There were just some of the unexplained photos I found online, with several thousand more just waiting to be discovered.